Before you start the video, boys, I want to apologize in advance if the audio was a little off. It was very windy outside, as you're probably going to be able to hear. I was right by the water. Probably not the best setting to smoke a cigar, but it is what it is. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and let's get straight into it. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? I'm a self-improvement freak. I'm a self-improvement nerd. I don't do shit. Like, I have fun. The things that I do is fun to me, but to everybody else, it would be boring, right? Like, I don't smoke weed. I don't play video games. I don't watch Netflix. I don't watch TV shows. I don't watch movies. I don't go out. I don't party. I don't go to the clubs. I don't have late night outs. I barely eat any junk food, any like fun foods. 95% of my diet is clean meat, eggs, fruit. I don't do any other hard drugs. I haven't like I used to be addicted to a vape, and I had to give that away back in 2021. I was addicted to it to the point where I would wake up without even brushing my teeth. That's the first thing that I would do. I would vape. So I don't do that anymore. I don't engage in like casual sex or anything like that. I don't do anything else, but I smoke cigars, right? I smoke cigars. And I first learned about cigars back when I was young, like probably like 8, 9 years old, because I had a baseball coach that he would he would smoke cigars, right? He was this big, fat, chubby guy, bearded. He's like the epitome of a cigar smoker. And he used to always come to the games with a big fat Cuban in his mouth. And we always used to ask, like, yo, what is that? Because we knew what weed was, we knew what cigarettes was, but we didn't know what that was, right? I think when we even got a little older, probably like 13, 14, he even let us try it at one point. But then I got into my teenage years after I stopped playing baseball, and I kind of forgot all about cigars because that's when I started smoking weed. I started drinking more, and I started being more degenerate. But the thing was, weed, alcohol, probably the only one was vape, but other than that, weed, alcohol, it never really stuck with me. Like it was very few times where I can think back and just remember that I did those things because I wanted to do it. Like most of the time I drunk, I smoked, it was because I was around other people and I was in a social setting. They was doing it, so I was doing it too. It's not because I wanted to do it. There was very few times where I was by myself and said, okay, let me smoke some weed. Okay, let me go get a drink. Unlike cigars, where actually I want to smoke and I want to enjoy it when I'm by myself, especially when I'm by myself. So after my teenage years, when I forgot all about it, I then got introduced to cigars again, right? Back in like 2019 or 2020, and I wasn't smoking it, but I got reminded of it, and it was from actually Eman Gadget because I've been following him from before he was what he is now, and he started smoking them. He was smoking cigars back in 2019, 2020 before it was even cool. The only reason I didn't start smoking back then was because I was still smoking weed. I was still drinking, so I didn't have a reason to smoke cigars. But in 2023, the second half of 2023, when I started this YouTube channel, I promised myself that I would go sober and I would just leave all the high dopamine activities and habits off. Like I would stop smoking, drinking, play video games, everything, and just go all in on this YouTube channel, go all in on building my body. Because I'm not saying I'm never gonna drink ever again. I'm good. Probably I'll enjoy myself again, but right now I don't want anything to slow me down because this journey is already hard, right? And my mindset was cut anything off that makes the journey even harder, and that's where the idea of smoking cigars came in because I'm smoking a cigar and I'm enjoying myself. I'm feeling good, but I'm still technically sober. But yeah, that's my story with cigars and talking about it. I'm actually gonna light it right now and go into the reasons why I smoke cigars, even as a self improvement geek and as a self improvement nerd. So the biggest reason why I decided to start smoking cigars is because it's just relaxing and it's just slow, right? It takes about an hour to smoke, and it helps you just become present, chill, and enjoy nature and enjoy your surroundings. So because of that, a calmness attitude comes from it. Slow, it's methodical, and it's a stress. That's why it's a stress reliever. Because here's the thing: when you smoke a cigar, it's not like drinking or smoking weed or smoking a cigarette, right? You have to do it right. Hence why I'm taking my time, like even toasting the cigar right now. I'm lighting up the edges for you guys that know about it. You have to do it right. It's a complex thing, right? You can't smoke it too fast and you can't smoke it too slow. If you smoke it too fast, you'll get sick, right? And sickness from cigars is one of the worst feelings that you can ever feel. You get nauseous. Some people even throw up. I never threw up, but the first time I smoked a cigar, I did get nauseous. And if you smoke it too slow, you're not really getting the true experience of the flavors and all these different things. You also have to slow down and pay attention to see if it's burning at a specific rate. You also have to take your time and light it properly. My point is, you have to do it right. You have to do it slow to really enjoy the cigar, to enjoy the flavor. And because of that, it makes you present. It brings you back to the present moment. It's more slow paced. It slows everything down. And that's why it's a form of meditation in some way. Because meditation is all about bringing your focus to the present moment. Also meditative because you're focusing on your breathing. When you're smoking a cigar, you have to slow your breath down. You can't breathe it. You can't be breathing fast when you're smoking a cigar. The second reason why I started smoking cigars was the bonding that comes. You can smoke a cigar by yourself, right? Like it's a great thing to do to take some time to yourself and take your mind off things. But you could also enjoy it with someone else. The bonding and relationships that come from it is unlike anything else. Like even the people that smoke cigars, most of the time they're chill, they're mellow, they're very like respectful, elegant, adequate people. That's why there's a brotherhood aspect to it because it just slows life down and it put things into perspective. Like I said, you go into a cigar lounge and most of the time there's like old heads there, and these old heads are super super cool. You talk to them, have a cigar with them. They'll give you lessons about their life. They're full of stories. They're full of light, happiness. Like it's very rare to find a person that smokes a cigar that just like is a nasty person. Smoking a cigar also is you committing yourself to a conversation with somebody. Because like I said, if you're smoking a cigar right, you're not smoking it fast, right? So now you're there for like the next hour or so. And you have to be social, right? Now you're forced to be social, have a conversation, and not be like an awkward oddball. You're with somebody. Another reason why I started smoking cigars was the recovery, right? Cigars is a way to stay sober but enjoy yourself if you're around somebody that's drinking or smoking weed. Problem with alcohol and weed for me is that it fucks up my recovery, right? So for example, if I get a drink today, I won't feel myself again for like next week because it stays in your system. And that's why it fucks up your recovery. It fucks up your ability to focus. It lowers your energy. Like it fucks up your sleep. It literally ruins everything. Alcohol is poison. So I drink today and I won't perform my best. I won't feel my best until another week or a couple days because you wake up hungover, your brain isn't as sharp, you get brain fog. It's just not a good feeling. And same with weed. It makes you lazy, it makes you lethargic. It fries your dopamine receptors, which is responsible for your motivation, wanting to do hard things. I can't allow that because I see myself as an athlete, right? I need to be at my best to perform my best. And my point is you don't get that with cigars because cigars is only one ingredient, tobacco and fruit pastor, which is just the glue that they use to stick everything together. But it's only one ingredient and it's handmade. It's not made in some lab. And sometimes that's the case with vape and cigarettes and even weed. Sometimes you don't even know what's in the weed. Also, you're not really inhaling the cigar, right? You're not inhaling the smoke, like you're blowing it out. It's really just meant to enjoy the flavor. My point is, if I smoke 2 cigars today, I'm 100% going to feel myself tomorrow. I'm ready to train. I'm ready to get up. I don't feel lazy. I don't feel lethargic. I don't feel hungover. I don't feel anything. I feel myself. If you really think about it, that's why Jordan, he's a cigar before every game. And he still dominated the league. The way I see it, and I agree with Iman Gadget when he said, every man needs their own thing to just slow them down, take their mind off things, and just something that's for them. I found that cigars can be that for me because I can enjoy it, I can smoke it, but I can still perform my best in my daily life. I work out 7 days a week. I train hard as fuck. I never miss a day of training. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, get inside the cold shower, meditate. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't watch porn. I don't jerk off. I don't play video games. I don't watch TV shows. I don't party. I don't go clubbing. But cigars, like, if you want to say that's my only vice, then it is what it is. Now, this last reason was obviously there's a testosterone part to it. I left this one for last because this it's 50-50. Like there's studies out there saying that it does increase testosterone, the nicotine, and then the studies out there that says the nicotine doesn't really play a part. So that's why I left this one for last. I know one of the main benefits is, like I said, it's a stress reliever. It lowers your cortisol levels, it lowers your stress levels. And if you know anything about testosterone, cortisol and testosterone has an inverse relationship. The higher your cortisol, the lower your testosterone, and vice versa. The lower your cortisol stress levels, the higher your testosterone. Cigars help you release stress. But I just smoke it, like I said, to enjoy it, to wind down, to just chill, relax, take my mind off things. And if it does increase my testosterone, then that's a bonus. The way I feel is when I do smoke a cigar and I drink coffee, nicotine, I actually been testing out caffeine. I've never drunk coffee. Like I can count how many cups of coffee I drank in my 24 years of living, but I've been testing it out. And the way I feel when I smoke a cigar and I drink coffee, I feel like I have fire blood inside. I don't know if it increases testosterone, but I do know that for a fact. Nicotine plus caffeine is a very powerful drug. It's a very powerful hack to get your brain running. So those were my reasons. And the thing is, people are gonna watch this and probably think I'm coping and I probably am, but like I said, every guy needs their thing. For some people it's weed, for some people it's video games, for some people it's alcohol, for some people it's casual sex. I don't know. For me, I stay away from all those things. But I enjoy a nice little cigar here and there. I'm a big believer in you have to work very hard, but bro, enjoy your life too. You don't have to be gay. Now, am I saying enjoy your life to the point where you're being a degenerate? No, like I said, I don't do anything. I live a boring ass fucking life. One of my to other people it's boring. To me, it's fun, right? A life of progress is fun to me, but to other people it's boring. That's why one of my best performing videos is boring, man. Level up faster in life. Like that's me. I don't do anything. I've always been a person that goes against the crowd. I never did what other people did. So it's like people shit on cigars, shit on a lot. People talk down on it. That makes me want to do it even more. And yeah, it does increase your risk of cancer, lung cancer, throat cancer, whatever. Like I get all that shit. I'm not here just blindly defending what I'm doing. And I have to mention this because I do think Tate was right. Smoking cigars is cool when you're in shape and you're making progress in your life. Smoking cigars is not cool when you're fat as fuck, out of shape, broke, and living a bad life. So you're a young guy, you're just like me, you're boring and you don't do anything else, and go ahead, try it for yourself. I'm not advising you to try it. Like I said, I gave you the disclaimers, the cancer and all that stuff. If you want to try it for yourself. Try it because you want to try it, not because of nobody else. If not, if you don't want to do it, then fine. That's also cool. Like this is not a video to persuade you into smoke cigars. It's kind of just speaking on my life and letting you guys know what I do. However, if you do decide to smoke cigars, here's some advice. So obviously I'm not the greatest cigar smoker. I'm not a professional, but here's some things that I've learned along the way. Don't smoke too quickly. Learn how to properly smoke. You should probably be taking puffs every 60 seconds, a minute. If not, you're gonna get sick, and it's a really bad sick. Also, something that I've learned from Eman Gadget as well. One, I save all the tags, right? So if you see these things have like a little tag of the brand, so I save a tag just to remember what kind of cigars I smoke. But I also make like little notes in my iPhone notes, and I just as I'm smoking, I write down what I think about the cigar. So like the flavor, how harsh it is, and just everything that I want to remember from the last time. This allows you to remember what you like, what you don't like, and what you remember about that cigar if you're gonna go get it again. So there you go, guys. Like I said, this is an unfiltered channel. I kind of speak about everything that I'm doing. I let you guys in on everything. I've spoke about all the unfiltered shit before, whether it like makes me look bad, it makes me look good. I don't know if this is gonna make me look bad or good, but it is what it is. I really don't give a fuck. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this raw talk, and I'll see you guys next week for the next raw talk video.